questions before we start getting to the no-go. Oh, she said that she said wear a kilt in the tunnels. But
Oh yeah.
I think that's going to be it because it has been so interesting. I forget when we have the conversations that we have that it's information that should be shared.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we could probably do this off and on for days if it weren't so late and
Oh,
we weren't both kind of fading here. But I think
oh
we're
yeah.
very fortunate to have platforms to help share some of this information with people. I like that.
Well,
And
that's what it's all about is, what's the point of doing all of this research, all these, putting all the work and money and time into it if you're not going to share it and help others with it?
that is one of my pet peeves. We were talking
Mhm.
about we were talking about stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and say this because I think that people do not need to be guarding their their evidence, how they gathered the evidence quite so closely because nobody wants, or I've never heard somebody say, I am so going to go take their stuff,
Mhm.
because I don't think anybody really cares that much because if it's on your YouTube or it's on your whatever, then you have proprietary ownership of that. It's intellectual property. And if you
Mhm.
put it out there and say, this is mine, I'm copywriting this, whatever, then you're protected. And if somebody's
Mhm.
going to come and steal it and show it as yours, I know there's some instances where people are violating a contract doing that, and it's wrong in the first place, and so you should
Mhm.
be able to go after them.
Right.
And if you were with a team and you were given access to information or whatever, then that's proprietary too. People don't always understand that. But
Mhm.
if you've got something astounding, if you've got something that you think is just going to gobsmack the world, evidence wise, you need to share how you got that.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe just show it in small clips here or there or whatever, but people need to know how you got that because the whole point of what we do is so that, we're all working to learn together.
Mhm.
And let me tell you, Joe Blow's work is not going to be so astounding that somebody else can't get that. And I think sometimes
Right.
that's more the fear is that, they're going to feel like they're not quite so special, maybe. I don't know. But you need to share. We had an
Mhm.
evidence contest, and very few people signed up for it because it was $5 to enter. God forbid, all that money. And
Right.
it was, there were some cool prizes. People just
Mhm.
were not even wanting to do that because they were so afraid. I think because they were so afraid that either their evidence wasn't going to be up to snuff or somebody would question how they gathered it, or,
Mhm.
they had such an ego that they thought that nobody else had a right to see that. There are
Right.
only so many possibilities for explanations. And there are no experts in this field. You may be
No.
better at one aspect of it, you may whatever, but there are no experts, truly are no experts. And if I have a haunted object, and it's a bad one, am I going to fool with it myself? No, I'm going to go find Kevin Kane, and if I can't find Kevin Kane, I'm going to go find Johnny Zappis.
Right.
And so there are people that are go tos, but we've got to get better about sharing this information, because how are we going to duplicate experiments if we don't know what the experiment was?
Exactly.
And that is where the proof is in the pudding.
Well, and I think showing your methodology to something only helps further the credibility of the outcome.
I think so too. Like I said, the only reason I can think that people wouldn't would be genuinely for some notorious reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's why every experiment that I do, if you notice, I'm always like, okay, well, this is what we're going to do, and this is the equipment we're using, and how we're going to do it. Oh, and this is how I built the equipment.
Right. I mean, it's the right thing to do, and if you're doing something well and doing something right, people are going to give you the credibility. There's so many people that we've both talked to, that we've heard of, who do great stuff. And, the people, you included, the people who are doing fantastic work and really striving to educate and learn themselves want their information validated.
Yes.
I can't imagine why you wouldn't.
Well, yeah, and that's when, when I come up with an experiment idea or an equipment idea, that's why I put it out there, is because, I'm putting it out there under the pretense of, okay, this is what I did. You try it, see what you get, and let me know how it works out. See if you get the same results I did.
And, it works brilliantly.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, that's just my own personal little soapbox, because I get so frustrated, especially when it is really a beautiful piece of equipment or a beautiful... I do understand if you're going to sell that equipment, then you do have a proprietary interest in it, and you do not want to just give it to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But, you still... I get that. But the evidence, you need to come off the ego a little bit, because...
Oh, yeah.
And I know we all have one. Mm-hmm. So, but I just think it's sad. You hear all the para-unity stuff, and, you want to think that people are really into getting this stuff out there and working together. So I want to see more evidence of that.
Absolutely.
There's no reason to hide. Nobody's going to eat you. So, and very few people, I think, will find a way to steal something. I don't think that's really... And if they do, then they're low-life scum, and you should just not worry about them anyway.
I absolutely agree.
So, anyway, I'm stepping off my little soapbox here now, and I'm going to tell you good night, because it is 11:17. I know that you were up late last night, too. And I have just enjoyed this conversation, because we don't do this as much anymore.
Right. I know we definitely don't get to do that as much as we used to. And yeah, I miss it.
I do too. Bouncing ideas is good.
Yes. Yep. So we'll have to make it a point to do that more often.
I think so.
But, and I absolutely appreciate you having me on. I always enjoy it.
I do too. I didn't give you the opportunity to tell people how to find you when we were coming off the live show, the original show. Would you like to just put that out here, and I can share that when I post the other show?
Absolutely. The for anybody who's interested in learning more about me or the Casper Paranormal team, we have our website, CasperParanormal.org. The spelling of Casper is Caspir. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Got a lot of YouTube videos.
A few.
Yes. You can find it there. Let me see. go into the website. I've got links up there for all of our other social media. So CasperParanormal.org. Or if in doubt, if you can't remember the team name, how it's spelled, whatever, if in doubt, just put my name into the Google search bar with the word paranormal behind it. And it'll pull up links to all of the above as well. But if you're going to put Frankly into Google, definitely put the word paranormal behind it. We were having this discussion just the other day about there's a prison about an hour and a half from here named the Frankly Detention Center. So you don't want the prison popping up. Apparently there's a rapper with the same name as me, and about 50,000 Asian guys.
I will vouch for that because I was looking for a particular picture the other day, and I was like, I really need to just go on his, Facebook and grab that. And for some reason, it wouldn't pull up. And lo and behold, I could find every Frankly except you.
Yep. So Google Frankly Paranormal, and that one will take you to all the stuff.
It was so funny because I was just like, I know that this software knows who I'm looking for. I mean, you were on my friends list and it still wouldn't give you to me.
Right.
So that was just bizarre. But definitely the page alone is worth checking out. The YouTube is astounding. He has Controlled Chaos. Do you still have the show page up?
I do. It's still on Facebook, and all of the episodes are on YouTube as well, on the Casper Paranormal YouTube.
And there's stuff on how to build equipment. There's stuff on how to use equipment. There's stuff that is just guy stuff that women don't understand. There's just all kinds of neat stuff. So I think that it's well worth the visit, and you just might learn a thing or two. And if you don't, let him know. He'll fix that.
Yep.
So, because he is a great educator.
I have people regularly say, "Hey, you need to do a video about this." So, and as soon as I can, I do.
Yeah, you do. I've learned a whole lot using the videos. When in doubt, check it out. It works great for me. So thank you so much. I needed to get that information out there so people would be able to find you. And of course it's on my page and stuff, but still wanted to have it available with the audio too. Our downloads are ridiculous. People grab them all the time and they'll be able to come and learn stuff.
Absolutely. That's what we're hoping for.
Yes. Well, thank you again. And this has been fun. I love doing these things. And I appreciate you being with me 3 hours of fate. How cool is that?
Well, absolutely.
It actually turned out to be more than that, but that's okay.
Hey, that's all right. It's always awesome to me. I always enjoy it, and always look forward to the next time.
Always. And when you decide to bring back Paranormalities and Ponderings or do a audio with Controlled Chaos, I'm just tapping my toes waiting.
Yes, ma'am. You'll be the first person to know about it.
All right, Frank. And we'll try to get rid of gremlins while we do that.
That sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, you take care. I will talk to you soon. And thank you again for being here and for giving your time as well as your knowledge.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me. And always an honor, always a pleasure. And I hope everyone listening has a great night.
Okay. Bye, Frank. And
bye-bye.
For everyone listening, this has been a special 1 hour after show for Fate Radio with my friend and brilliant researcher, analyst, tech developer, and tester, and just parapsychologist, just from reading and learning, if not the degree. So